Tick concerns continue in these late summer months. Data from the Wisconsin Department of Health Services show the state saw more than 5,300 cases of Lyme disease in 2022.
News 19's Chandler Brindley tells us about how Gundersen Health System is doing research towards the disease.
Lyme disease is the most common vector-borne disease in the United States, according to the CDC, and transmitted to humans by ticks. Research is being done at Gundersen Health System to better understand the disease.
We're trying to understand how it does what it does to the human, how it makes antibodies, how those antibodies work to neutralize that bacteria, and how we can create a vaccine that would coax a person who otherwise has never been exposed into making effective antibodies that would be a shield.
Dr. Sabin says some of the work being done at Gundersen is to advance research toward tests.
We work on developing new and novel diagnostic tests for it. We try to figure out better ways to improve the testing, better ways to improve the way that we do diagnostic tests for clinical use.
Gundersen Health System infection interventionist Brian Simmons mentioning that Wisconsin is one of the states that reports high numbers of Lyme disease every year.
Wisconsin's one of the high prevalent states in the nation. Part of that is that we're more of a rural area and have lots of wildlife. Particularly the black-legged tick is very common in Wisconsin. That's also known as the deer tick.
Wisconsin and the U.S. continue to see a rise in Lyme disease, with Nebraska having its first case in 2021.
The number of people we're finding having the illness is going up, and so consequently, now it's becoming a lot more common for the people who inhabit this area. There's a lot of folks now that have dealt with it, sometimes many times. Overall, I would suggest in the United States that the data is pretty clear. The number of cases continues to go up.
With testing and research continuing at Gundersen, in the meantime, Simmons added that wearing loose-fitting clothing when in tall grass or wooded areas and buying bug sprays will prevent your chances of getting Lyme diseases from a tick bite. Reporting in La Crosse, I'm Chandler Brindley, News 19.
And the CDC has more tips for protecting yourself against tick bites. To find those, you can find this story on our news app and at WXW.com.